Hello everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, I am your host. So on this episode, this is part 2 of our New Holland Brewing tasting experience. So on the previous episode, which I encourage everyone to go watch that one if you missed it, we tasted and reviewed the OG, the original gangster of Bourbon Barrel-Aged Stouts, their flagship beer, their Dragon's Milk. So on this one, like I said, we're going to keep continuing down the line and just, taste some different iterations of this and see how it's evolved. So on this episode, we are going to be tasting and reviewing the Dragon's Milk White. So this beer, a little bit different than its cousin right here. A little bit different. This beer is a Bourbon Barrel-Aged White Stout. So off the bat, the color is going to be completely different. But also, the ABV on this one is considerably lower, where this beer, the Dragon's Milk, was at 11%. The Dragon's Milk White is only 6%. Although the IBU on this one is a little bit higher, where the Dragon's Milk had an IBU of 30. This one has an IBU of 35. So, to keep in line with what we're doing, I'm keeping the party going. We're going to continue until we get through all these. So episode 2, Dragon's Milk White. I'm cracking the can open, and here we go. Let's have some fun. If I can. Here we go. Oh. Little bit of a splash, and almost no smoke. So I wouldn't even say what there was. It was like a splash of smoke came out. But we got a nice bubble on top. There we go. Let's give this one a pour and see how this one measures up. So right out of the gate, obviously, night and day on the color. We have dark, we have white. And it's a little cloudy, but yeah, it's a nice honeycomb hue with about a finger and a half white veil of carbonation. But let's give this one a swirl. Let's open this one up, and we're going to see what we get on the nose here. All right. The Dragon's Milk White. Here we go. So some similar aromas, but some different aromas as well. So, we're definitely getting some oak from the bourbon barrel aging, and we're getting vanilla as well. However, we're not getting, there's a slight hint of coffee, but there's really no cocoa or chocolate coming through. Yeah, it's mainly the vanilla and the oak, and zero boozy alcohol aroma as well. So here we go. Let's give this one a little sip here. Once again, flavor profile, similar but different. But first off, for starters, this is a medium-bodied beer. However, the mouthfeel is definitely a little bit thicker and a little creamier than the original Dragon's Milk. So that's number one, and which is ironic because this is a dark beer and that's a white beer. But it doesn't matter. It's flipped. It's a little bit creamier mouthfeel, a little bit heavier in the mouth. So flavors. Well, we're definitely getting the oak. That vanilla's coming through. I'm also getting... There's a little bit of a toastiness coming through, and it's a little doughy. And once again, there is no boozy alcoholic aftertaste at all on this one. So it's similar, but it is different, and it's unique in its own way. This could be not even affiliated with Dragon's Milk, and it'd still be a good beer. But it's cool that it's still in line. So, well, what am I going to give this one? I'm going to give this, I do like this beer. I'm going to give this one an 8. Straight up solid 8. I'm going to take another sip though first. Okay, so here's my only issues with this beer. The balance is pretty good. I don't think the balance is quite on par as it was in the Dragon's Milk. But with that being said, I do think that the flavors definitely could be bumped up a little bit. It's not as complex as the Dragon's Milk. The flavors are coming through. I just wish they were kind of notched up just a tad. But I do think it's seriously lacking in the aromas. I'm just literally getting a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of that oak, and that's about it. I kind of wish the aromas could have been, I wish the aromas were also bumped up a notch. But I'm still picking them out. I wish there was a little bit more coming off the nose. And like I said, I wish the flavors were a little juiced up, a little kick in the butt for the flavors on this one. But I do like this beer. So an 8 on the Dragon's Milk White. So on the next episode, continuing our little sequence here, we're going to be tasting the first of the 2 of the limited releases here. So this is a rum barrel-aged Dragon's Milk. So that's going to be the first one. So I want to invite everyone to tune in for the next episode. Thank everyone for tuning in and watching this episode. And if you missed the first one, please go back and check that out. And as always, you can follow me at the website, which is www.pubstohaveapintin.com, or at the blog, www.pubstohaveapintin.blogspot.com. Please leave us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you feel so inclined, leave a comment down below. And on that token, we will see y'all in the next episode. As always, raise a glass, cheers, prost, and enjoy.